Hi, I am so glad that you stopped by today because I am going to be visiting with Jackie Azúa Kramer and Cindy Derby. They are the creators of The Boy and the Gorilla. It's a very touching story with beautiful illustrations. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Cindy.
Hey, Rocco.
Hi.
Hey, Jackie, can you tell us about these two characters on the cover? I know one's a gorilla and the other's a boy, but can you tell us about them?
We have this huge, giant gorilla, but he has such a sweet face. And next to him is this very small boy. The gorilla is giving the boy something. It looks like a flower, maybe a daisy. But why is the gorilla giving the boy a daisy?
Cindy, as an illustrator, I am sure you have drawn so many different animals. Have you ever drawn a gorilla before?
I had drawn so many different animals before, but I had never drawn a gorilla before. So I was feeling really shy about it. And so what I did was I went to the San Francisco Zoo and I sat there with my sketchbook and I observed this beautiful silverback gorilla named Oscar. I watched his movements, and so I could draw his gestures, and I paid close attention to the expressions that he made on his face until I filled up an entire notebook with all of these gorilla drawings.
Hey, Rocco. I'd love to tell you more about the story and share a fun activity with you. Why don't you come on over?
Sure. Would you guys like to come along? Well, let's go.
Thank you for stopping by on this beautiful day under my favorite tree. Today, I'd like to share with you a book I wrote called The Boy and the Gorilla, illustrated by Cindy Derby. It's about a boy who's grieving the death of his mother. Grieving means sadness. Then, in his garden, he meets this huge but gentle gorilla, and the boy begins to ask him questions about death and dying, where did his mom go, and will she ever come back? The gorilla's honest answers make him feel better and help him to understand his feelings of loneliness and confusion. But most important, the gorilla reminds him that his mother's love is always with him, like when he plays baseball, or when he bakes his mom's favorite cookies, or he picks daisies from his mom's garden. I'd like you to notice the colors at the beginning, the middle, and the end, and see how those colors make you feel. For example, on this very last page of the book, it's a rainbow of colors in the sky. An easy activity that you can make from the story The Boy and the Gorilla is a memory box. A memory box is something that holds things that remind you of someone you love. Like in the story, it would be the boy's mom. But it could be anyone. It could be someone that just moved far away that you miss, or a pet that died. It's a shoebox, and it's made of construction paper and scissors and glue, but you can make it from anything, stickers or markers. So let me show you what's in the boy's memory box. She loved the waves, so he put a seashell in there. And they both love baseball, so he put a baseball in there. And his mom's favorite chocolate chip cookie recipe. And he drew a picture of his mom in her garden. And most special of all, his mom's favorite flower, the daisy. Whenever you want to remember someone you love, fill your box with memories. I hear Cindy has an amazing drawing activity to share with all of you.
I do. Come on over. Hi. So, today I was thinking that we could make a garden that expresses our feelings. I like to call it an emotion garden. Step 1, you will need something to draw on. So I got this nice piece of paper here. Step 2, get something to draw with or paint with. It could be crayons, markers, coloring pencils. So first, I'm going to create a line. And that is the ground. I'm feeling maybe the ground could be purple. Could be any color you want. There we go. Now, what are some things that we could put in our garden? Flowers. Maybe this flower could be, because this is an emotion garden, maybe this flower could be sad. And what color would you use to describe feeling sad? For me, it's purple, a purple-blue color. That's a sad color to me. What other feelings do I have? I feel happy. So this flower is going to be bright yellow, like this. Maybe really big and bright. Maybe I'll put some little dots like this with my crayon to show how bright it is. It's a happy flower. Let's not forget the stem. Maybe some green, like that. Be a red center. Ooh. What else do I feel? Angry, frustrated. This flower's gonna be like this. Add some spikes to it. Whoa, it's a really angry flower. Let's add the stem. Yeah. What else is it that I feel? Oh, sometimes I feel kind of gross, disgusted. Make it like flower like this, big blobby flower. Maybe it could be gloopy, purple, green, bunch of different colors like that. Gross flower. Let's not forget the stem. Okay. Sometimes I feel things that are hard to put into words. So that flower can just live here. Don't have to name it. Just be. Now, also, I want to give my flower some roots. My sad flower needs roots. My gross flower needs roots. My happy flower needs roots. My flower I don't know how to describe needs roots. My angry flower needs roots. Sometimes I feel a mixture. I feel sad and I feel angry and I feel like I don't know how to describe it. And that can all be one flower. Let's give this one roots as well. Now, just for fun, maybe I can put a little bird on the gross flower. Little ant. Let's finish these birds. There he is, just sitting. Oh yeah, I'll do a little ant and a happy flower. Let's finish this bird here. Long legs. And maybe all of the roots can connect. See? Now, there's no perfect emotion garden. Each one is going to be unique and beautiful in its own way. There. This is my emotion garden. So just remember that whenever you're having really strong feelings, a really great way to express yourself is through art and drawing. Also, I heard that the audience has some questions for me and Jackie, so let's head on over to New York and go get them.
Here they are. We have letters. I love getting mail. This one's for Jackie. Is the gorilla in the book the boy's mom?
Great question. Thank you. I'd like to leave that to your imagination. Although it could be the boy's mom. When I wrote this story, I imagined a gorilla with a kind face and gentle eyes, someone that the boy could trust and who would answer his questions with honesty.
Oh, this one's for Cindy. How did you make the pictures in the book?
To create the illustrations in this book, I mainly used thick watercolor paper to paint on. I used watercolor, so these are watercolor tubes, and I would put them on this kind of glossy palette, like so. Some people put their watercolors in little wells like this, but I'm not very organized. So that's why I use this kind of palette, and this is an example of what one of my palettes would look like after painting. I also used inks, so it would come in an ink bottle like this, and I used ink to paint the gorilla because I loved the way it looked, how it feathered out really nice. And then I would use this kind of brush to create the fur. See how that kind of looks like fur?
Oh, that's very interesting. Jackie, how many messy copies did you write before the final story?
Oh my goodness, thank you. Another good question. Okay, I'll be honest. I have had many messy copies. But the good news is that each time I rewrote the story, it got better.
This is for Cindy. How did you pick the colors in the book?
Colors are a beautiful way to express different emotions. So the way that I chose the colors for the boy and the gorilla was I created a color map. And so these are just little pieces of colors that were in the book. And so what I did was I broke down the book in sections, beginning, middle, and end. And in the beginning of the book, these are the colors that I used. Grays, blues, purples, to help convey the emotions of sadness and isolation. Now, as we go towards the middle of the book, the boy starts opening up to his father and they start connecting. So I use these colors. They're a little bit warmer. I also used green to represent growing. And by the end of the book, I used this vivid color, pinks and orange, because I thought it was very, very vibrant and renewing. Throughout the book, I have little spots of bright color, spots of bright red, and I thought that that worked really nicely against all of the more subdued backgrounds. And that's so kind of a way I came up with the red bird, is that the red bird follows all of these different emotional states throughout. And the gorilla was this peacock blue color, and I thought that this color was really striking, and against all of these colors here, and I felt like this color also makes me feel a lot of different emotions.
This is for both of you. What is your favorite children's book?
Where do I begin? Okay, I have many. Where the Wild Things Are, A Snowy Day, Goodnight Moon. But the one that I remember the most and that I read over and over and over was Mad Lion. I was hooked from the start. She was the smallest, but the bravest. In an old house in Paris that was covered with vines lived 12 little girls in 2 straight lines.
My favorite book growing up was The Jolly Postman by Janet and Alan Alberg.
Oh, I wondered about this too. Jackie, can you tell us about the little red bird in the book?
Oh, the little red bird, isn't she sweet? I love finding her in different pages in the story. I didn't write the little red bird character in the story. That was all from Cindy's imagination. And I'd like to once again leave that to you, the reader's imagination, to decide what you think or what the little red bird might mean. Seeing the little red bird flying off in the sky makes me think of hope and love.
Cindy, do you have a favorite time or place to draw?
When it's late at night and the whole house is very dark and I have just this one light and it's shining over my canvas and I feel like it's just me and my imagination.
That's good to know. I'm sure that you out there have questions too, and if you do, leave them in the comments below. Jackie and Cindy, that was a great visit. I'm sure your book will provide comfort to our viewers.
We hope so too. Bye.
Thank you for spending time with us. Bye-bye.
Hope to see you soon. Bye for now.